Carolyn Dube here, and I'm introducing my workshop because you've got personality. Now, you might have noticed there's a little bit of a spelling issue in personality because it does involve an actual purse. We are going to be transforming a traditional, plain, one could even say boring purse, and turn it into a colorful piece of art. This thing is a conversation starter. Now, when you're doing this, you can do a big purse like this. This is a softer sided purse, and this came about because it was my favorite purse in the entire world. But after 5 years, it was starting to show some signs of age. It was looking beat up. Now, it was still structurally sound, but it just wasn't that appealing visually. So I thought, hey, well, let's change this up a little bit. And I added some color to it. So it's again my favorite purse because I love the shape and style of it. But now I am thrilled with how it looks. Instead of thinking, oh, it's getting kind of old and I should replace it, I'm once again totally in love with this purse. Now you can do a purse like this, or you can do a purse like this. Now this one is, this is actually a vinyl purse. This is a cheapy one that I got on clearance at one of my favorite stores. I think it's $4 or $5, so how could I pass that up? And I have painted all along the strap. I've got layers over here, and in the workshop I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of this. Well, the question is, what kind of purse should you bring? Well, for the workshop, I suggest you bring 2 of them. And I suggest the first place you look is some of your old favorite purses that you don't use anymore, but you won't throw out because you love them, but they kind of look like they've been beaten up. Kind of like this one. I loved this purse. I used this maybe 8 years ago, 10 years ago, and it was still in my closet, but it's scratched up. The leather, you know, it's just had a rough life. This is going to be the perfect thing for me to paint because it's still structurally sound. It's still a good purse. It needs a little bit of a facelift, and that's what we're going to do in this workshop. Well, what kind of purse should you not bring? Well, if it's got a lot of texture to it, like this thing, it's kind of rattan. This thing is just, it's not going to be right for all the painting and the layers on it. So you want something that's smoother. So not the super textured macrame type thing. Probably not going to work as well with this technique. You might have something like this. This is great. I already love the color on this. I'm gonna have so much fun working with this thing once we get some other colors to play with those. I like the shape of it. It's structurally sound. It's gonna be a great purse to use. So a couple more examples of purses that are great to use with this workshop. Something like this that it's very, very flat and it's smooth. This one's gonna be great. Is this vinyl? Is this leather? Is it pleather? Doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. As long as you have a surface that is smooth enough that you'll be able to paint and stencil and stamp on, you're going to be great. Which is why the macrame one, not so good. Another kind of purse that works really well is like this backpack purse. Awesome spaces to work with on here. It is a flexible material, and that's going to be just fine for what we're doing. You're going to need to bring paint. And for this, I highly recommend that you bring an artist grade paint. Something like a Liquitex Professional or the Golden Acrylics or any brand that says it's a professional grade paint or artist grade paint, either one of those. And the reason is because you want some paint that is more flexible because this is going on fabric, so it's gonna need to have a little bit of give to it. Now we're gonna be sealing it. We're putting a super primer on it. We're sealing it with something, so that's all gonna help it out. But to make sure that your purse lasts as long as possible, I do recommend that artist grade paint for it. So what all do you need to bring besides your 2 purses that you're going to paint on? And then bring 3 if you work quickly. And your artist grade paint and colors that you like, including black and white. Well, you're going to need a couple other things. One of them is foam brushes. You want about 5 to 6 disposable foam brushes about this size. Now what is that? That's what, 1.5 inches, an inch, 2 inches? Any of those things work, whatever you've got. They will be completely destroyed in this workshop, so make sure they are disposable ones. The other thing you're going to need are regular paint brushes. Whatever size you usually use, bring those. You're also going to want a Sharpie marker, and you're going to want a permanent black ink pad and some rubber stamps. Now, I like fine detailed rubber stamps for this. If you have some of those and want to bring them, fantastic. If you don't have them or you don't have room in your suitcase, don't sweat it. I've got some and I'm more than happy to share. You're also going to need an apron. That way you don't get any paint on you. And as we're moving these purses around, there is a significant chance that you're going to bump some onto you somewhere. So if you don't want paint on your clothes, I really recommend that you bring an apron. And I think that's everything. And one last thing that you need to bring is masking tape. So what am I going to be bringing? I am going to be bringing the Specialized Primer, the sealer that I like the most for this, as well as stencils and some stamps to share, so as you decorate your purse that shows your personality in the colors that you like, in a style that makes you happiest, so you end up with a serious conversation piece when you walk out the door. Well, I hope to see you in 'Cause You've Got Personality. Thanks for being a part of this colorful journey.